square, and then we are also given the time. For time t is equals to 8 seconds. So for the speed, we have the final speed final speed is v, and that is equals to u plus at. Our u is 0 plus a, which is 2, times t, which is 8, and that gives us 16 meter per second. 16 meter per second, that is the final speed. Then the distance covered, how do you solve the distance covered? You can see for the second one, the distance covered, and that is x. So x from the equation of motion is equal to ut plus half at square. And in that case, what are we going to have here? We have our u to be 0, so this one is going to be 0 plus 1 over 2 times a. What's our a? Our a is 2, then times t square, and that is 8 square. So from here we can see that these two will cancel these two, so therefore our x is equals to 8 square, that's 64 meters, and that is how we solve it in a demystified way. Once again, look at the question and see how it is being solved for you. This is coming from Covenant Achievers Academy, where we demystify the question for you in a step-by-step way. Enjoy yourself as you go through the video to understand the question. Okay, now this is question number 2 under physics solution for JAM for 2026 JAM WAEC and NECO examination. And what do we have in the second question here? A bike moving at 20 meters per second brakes uniformly to rest in 5 seconds. So the first question is to determine the deceleration, and why the second one is stopping distance. So let's see what we have in the solution of these questions. Let's see the solution. Now, before going to the solution, what are the given parameters? And as you can see that a bike moving at 20 meter per second, at 20 meter per second. So in this case, the initial velocity u is 20 meter per second. Okay, we can have it initial velocity or initial speed u is 20 meter per second, and why the final velocity v is 0, because it come to rest coming from 20 meter per second and uniformly breaks uniformly to rest in 5 seconds. Though the time now, the time t is 5 seconds. So now what we are asked to do is to actually determine the deceleration, and from deceleration a is equals to v minus u over t, and that is 0 minus 20 divided by 5, and that gives us minus 20 over 5, which is equals to minus 4 meter per second square. Minus 4 meter per second square is the deceleration. Then the stopping distance, this is the first one, and the second one, x is equals to v plus u over 2 bracket t, and that is our v is also the same thing as we have 20, 0 plus 20 divided by 2 bracket times 5. So from there you can see how it is being solved, and this is going to be 20 over 2 multiplied by 5. 2 goes there 1, 2 goes in 20 is 10. So that is 10 times 5, which is 50 meters. So the stopping distance is 50 meters, while the deceleration is minus 4 meter per second square. As you can see, look at the question and see the way it is being demystified for you step by step for easy understanding, and that is coming from Covenant Achievers Academy. Now this is the third question, and here we have a body is projected straight up at 30 meters per second. And now what we are asked to find is the time to maximum height, and the second is the maximum height. So how do we solve this question? Let's look at the solutions together. Now the major thing is that a body is projected straight up means that the final velocity, and I can put it this way for easy understanding, that at top, that's for one, at top our v is equals to 0, and our u is equals to 30 meters per second. So from here we could see that applying the equation of motion, which we know that v equals to u plus at, and our a here, because it's being projected up, we are going to have our a to be equals to g, and in that case it's not going to be g because it is moving against gravity. So therefore we are going to have a to be equals to minus g. So in that case you are having v equals to u minus gt, because you are moving against gravity straight up. This is against gravity. Gravity is acting downward. This is t. So this is minus g. So this is the equation we are going to apply. In that case, you have our g now can be taken as 10 meters per second square. Is a constant. That means g equals to 10 meters per second square. So from there you could see that 0 is equals to 30 minus 10 times t. So that means 0 is equals to 30 minus 10t. So from here we could see that 10t is equals to 30. Then divide both sides by 10, this by 10. So therefore our t is equals to 3 seconds. So t is equals to 3 seconds, time to maximum height, that's 3 seconds. Then the next thing we are asked to find is the maximum height. So how do you find the maximum height? Let's see what we have from the one we solved previously. That's the second question we are solving now. So this is how do we solve this for the second question. So in this case we have our h to be equals to u square over 2g, and our u is 30. So we are going to have 30 square over 2 times 10, and that will be because 30 times 30 divided by 2 times 10. 10 will go there, that's 3. 2 goes there 1, 2 goes in 30, that's 15. So 15 times 3 will give us 45 meters. So therefore the height is 45 meters. So you can see the way it is being solved for you in a demystified way. The first one, as we can see, this is how we solve the first question, and our t is 3 seconds, while the second question is 45 meters. This is coming from Covenant Achievers Academy. Ensure you enjoy how it is being solved.